Hello, my marvellous sausages. Heresy has brought with it an update to 2 weapons, and the change is quite frankly ridiculous. The 2 weapons we're going to be looking at are the Queenbreaker, which is an exotic linear fusion, and also the Telesto. Now then, first of all, we're going to talk about the Queenbreaker and how to get its catalyst, because that's really important, and the changes that have come to it. And then we're going to have a look at the Telesto and see what extra goodies they have bestowed on us. So first off, Queenbreaker. Now, to get the Queenbreaker, you can always pull it from your collections, because you've probably earned it if you've been playing the game for any amount of time, really. But if you don't have it, the only other place you can possibly get it is from an exotic engram, and Xur can also sell it as well, look. So if you go in here to his exotic weapons wares, you can see, look, there it is. There's the Queenbreaker there, so you've got a chance of getting it from Xur as well. But now they've introduced a catalyst for it, and they've reworked it. Now, what they've done for the rework is first of all, you used to be able to only pick the type of sight you could use from here, but you can pick, this is the default sight now, so whenever you respawn in a new activity or you die and respawn, you pick one of these, and this is the one that it'll default to. However, when you're playing the game, all you have to do then is hold down your reload button, and it'll change to the other one. So we've got a combat sight, which is a low zoom, and it now fires a 3-round burst, which is very, very good, and the more hits and damage you sustain, the quicker the charge time. And then the other one is the marksman sight. This is a long-range sight with slower charge time and greater damage. It fires a single bolt that chains to nearby targets. But what's also good about this chaining the arc damage is that it expanded the radius of the arc damage chain between 8 and 10 meters, which is significantly bigger than it used to be. So when I was trying to get the kills for the Catalyst and Shurochi, it was just absolutely mangling all the thralls that were coming down there. It's now become a total monster. Now then, for the Catalyst itself, what that does is that it gives the Queenbreaker the perk called Rewind rounds, basically, because you can see, look, it's got the Rewind round little icon there. When this weapon's magazine is empty, it refills from reserves based on the number of hits. So basically, it refills your magazine at about 60% of the hits. So say you make 10 hits, then you get 6 shots or thereabouts back into the pipe from your reserves. So when you're consistently damaging big gits, you're going to get the constant reload coming in, which is why it's really good for damage, because you can just keep on continuously damaging. It doesn't regenerate. It doesn't regenerate the ammunition, but it keeps on bringing it from reserve. So I got 5 shots there, 22 in the pipe there, look. So watch what happens now when I go in here and start killing gitage. So here we go, on the marksman shot, so I'll do 1 bang. There we go, and you get the jolt there. Now, this has 2 shots I hit them there. Let's just see what happens. 2 there, yes, lovely. Let's get some more gitage. And then you should just see it starts to just immediately reload, look. There we are, 5 straight back in the pipe. So it's very, very good for DPS. Yes, totally excellent. So then, this is a complete demon. So how do you get this catalyst? Because it's brand new with Heresy. Well, it drops from ritual activities. So you can be doing any ritual activity, really. You can do strikes, or you can do PvP, you can do gambit, whatever you want. However, if you want to be a little bit cheaty and have a much better chance of getting it to drop, there's a really cool way of doing it using the PvP private match system. So what I mean by that is you come here into the Crucible node, look, and then you come down to private match. Now, this is the really quick way of doing it. It took me, in all honesty, about 25 minutes to get the catalyst to drop. Because I wanted to get the footage and everything so I could show you guys what's going on. So that's not too bad. So, you know what I mean? But that was like about 6 or 7 different versions of the activity. So what you need to do is come into game type. You want to pick collision, because that's the best game mode for this. You can pick any map that you like. I tend to use Ultra Flame, but well, you can just use whatever you want, really, because all we're going to do is run in and capture a zone. And then you want to do the capture zone speed, do it on fast. Put the time limit, that's irrelevant, because it's going to be really, really quick. And then the match score limit, you want to make that down as low as possible. So I'm going to pick 5 there. And then that's it. Then you want to launch into the activity. Be aware, though, right, there's a lot of downtime waiting for it to go in here. It's like a black screen which lasts for ages, which I think accounts for most of the time going in. So it took me about 25 minutes to get the catalyst to drop. It's much better, really, than running loads and loads and loads of strikes. If you don't particularly feel like it, this is the most efficient way of getting it. Then once you spawn in, all you've got to do is run to the nearest capture point. In this case, it's B, which usually shows, and then just capture it. Now, like I say, it took 25 minutes to get it. Now, I did make sure I had the Queenbreaker's bow on, the Queenbreaker rather, on me. I don't know whether or not that helped or not, whether it's anecdotal, but when I had it on me, that's when I had it drop. You can see my points going up to 3, 4, 5, that's it, match 1. And then when you get the victory thing there, then you get a chance of it dropping in. So that's the fastest way to do it to get your catalyst sorted out. Then after you've got the catalyst, all you've got to do is get a certain amount of kills. It's a percentage really, so you've got to get the percentage bar to grow in order to activate it. The fastest place to do this is here in Shirochi, because you're going to need power ammo to do it. Now, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about with Shirochi, I've got a video which shows you exactly how to use it and how to type in the codes. So that's a good way to do it. The other good way to do it to get to this point is to use the D2 checkpoint bot, which is on the d2checkpoint.com website. I'll leave a link that in the description below. All you do there is you type in like a little join code in the text chat, and it'll attempt to join a fire team. Failing that, and to be honest with you, this is probably the easiest way to do it, is to go and use Traveler's Chosen or the Guardian Down bot on Twitch. Now, I've already done videos on this and how to use them as well, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to the Twitch pages, which is so useful to do and the fastest way to get in here. And if you want to know what to type into the chat to get yourself into the queue, you have to put an !Q, and then you have to type in the activity. So the activity is LW for Last Wish, then space, then type in Shuro-Chi for the encounter. Then you have to type in the difficulty, which is space, and then N, and then space, and then your Bungie name. And then you'll go into the queue and just wait for the invite to win a fire team. They'll pull you through, put you into the activity, and then leave you there. Just make sure that you've got certain settings turned on here, otherwise you're not going to have much luck. So come down here, you want to make sure your fire team privacy is public, your invites are public, and make sure you've got your notifications, all of them turned on, so you can see the invite on the page. But I'm going to link to that video below as well. But those are the 3 methods for getting to Shirochi. It's very, very easy to get into. And all you have to do is instigate the malarkey and get the kills. Now, I was noticing I was getting between about 18 and 20% of the catalyst done by clearing out all the gits here, so it's not going to take you. It's going to take you 5 runs at the most to get all the kills that you need, and then you can take advantage of the rewind round as well as the wonderfully remade and remastered Queenbreaker. It is excellent. Watch the triple shot now as well. It's really good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, nice. And what they're saying basically is that the marksman sight, right, which is the one that fires the single bolt, I'll change to that. This one is good for clearing ads because of the, there we are, because of the chain lightning. Okay, so that's brilliant for clearing out the ads. Watch now, 1, 2, 3. Excellent, there we go again. And then the other one is good for DPS because you get 3 shots in. So I'm going to kill these pretty quickly. But 3 shots, that's what you want to be using on the bosses as well. And when you're getting the hits as well, you're going to be kicking in your rewind rounds too. So this has been used quite heavily in the new dungeon. So, and I mean, that's probably the most difficult activity in the entire game at the moment. And people are swearing by it. So get your Queenbreaker out. It hasn't been popular ever, actually. And it's quite nice to see. Marvellous. Now, the other weapon that's had a hilarious adjustment, and it's really quite wild as well, is the Telesto, the good old game-breaking Telesto. Now, you've probably already got this. However, if you haven't got it, the only way you can actually get this now is by opening up an exotic engram and you're having the luck of the draw, because you can't get it from the kiosk, you can't get it from Xur. So it seems that the only way you can get that is for it to drop out of an exotic engram. Plus, for this new bizarreness to work, you've also got to have the catalyst, which drops in much the same way as the one for the Queenbreaker does. So you can just run the activity, like I told you, the PvP activity, and you have a chance for it to drop in there as well. So all that's the same. And of course, you need to get the kills to activate it also. So do the Shuro-Chi. It's much the same as the Queenbreaker in order to get, because you can use this for all catalysts, this method. However, once you've got it, this is what happens, okay? It says, after activating Harbinger's Pulse multiple times. Now, Harbinger's Pulse is multi-kills. With void damage, immediately reload this weapon from reserves, okay? So you've got to get at least 2 kills. And you can see you've got 3 squares along the bottom there. And once you get about 2 kills together within a certain amount of time, then you'll light up one of those squares. Now, once all 3 of those squares are lit, if you hold down the long press, which is square, which is reload here, you'll see them tap your Guardian, tap the actual Telesto. Then the next kill or damage that you make, or kill rather, that you make with the Telesto will also shoot up a ball of weirdness into the sky, and then that will shoot lots of projectiles down onto the floor, and it'll also shoot them directly at any enemies too. This is totally brilliant, and it's very, very cool, and I think it's going to be very, very useful to have lots of, well, you know, Swiss Army knife usefulness within different activities. So let me show you exactly what happens. So here we go. Look, you can see it says Harbinger's Sieve down there, so we need to fill that bar up by getting multi-kills. So let's go and kill a few gets. 2 kills, look. We've filled the box up nearly there. There we go, that's it. Now I hold down a reload button, bangs it like that. Let's get another kill. Go on, let's see if we can get some gits. There we go, and that didn't work. Yes, it did. Look, it's behind me there. It appeared behind me. Let's try that again. There we go. We'll doing it, and then we wait for a smaller git to kill. There we go. Kill that knight. There we go. Bang up at the end. Look. It's really very good. It doesn't last for that long, but it's really good at laying down suppressing fire. And of course, they're the same projectiles as the Telesto itself, so they stick to the floor, and then will blow up when people run over them. It's hilarious. There we go. Boink, reload, kill, and there she goes. And then she'll just usher you in. Excellent. Look at that. Cop that over there. But you can see, look, they all remain on the ground. So, a really cool update for the Telesto there. Very, very nice indeed. So Queenbreaker, Telesto, make sure you make the most of them now, because in Heresy, they're not only great fun, but they're really, really useful too. Now then, let me know in the comments if you've discovered any more intriguing things. I've done a guide on a lot of the secrets within the new Dreadnought there in the Nether. You can have a little look at that on the screen there now. Or if you want to find out how to farm and get Shuro Chi yourself without any of the checkpoint bots, or the Twitchy things, rather. Twitch, not Twitter. Then I'm going to show you in this video here too. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage, hit.